All right, Imola, penultimate round of the 3D Speed season. We're off to Suzuka for the finale after this. Um, Not looking great. If I'm being 100% honest, the Honda struggles around this track. It doesn't really line up with what you see. You can see we're down in 20th for Josh, 22nd for me. There's some time there. I probably could get in the top 20 with a perfect lap. Was getting some much better second sectors, but was unable to polish it off with a good third sector. I say there's probably 3, maybe 4 tenths on the board. But it's definitely not top 10 pace that I've been kind of used to here at Imola. This has been a track that's been very good to me, but this car is just not really bringing it. Second last amongst the Silvers, only ahead of Scott Johnston. Main rival Dave Nelson's up in 12th place. Zach Barton's going to have a good day because he's good here, and that Mercedes is hooked up around here as well. Guillermo Martinez should have a good day. Then it's McLaughlin, Naku, myself, and Johnson. Not a lot of Silvers, so even a dead last place in Silver wouldn't be the end of the day, or end of the world, I should say, as far as the standings are concerned. But that is what it is. My beard is getting a little shaggy up front. We'll have to give that a trim. Fix that up for next time. Not really much else to add. It's gonna be a tough one. Couple of bronzes are even faster than me here. Should see some good battles, I hope, throughout the field. Hopefully we can make up some ground in the pit stops and just not by making mistakes. And we're going to handle it that way. Going to start the race on 50 liters of fuel. Plan is to take 25 at the pit stop along with, of course, a tire change. See what happens. That gives me 75 for the race, and my projected calculations is about 72.5. So we might take that down a little bit. But we'll find out. I'm winning the Silver Championship, so obviously I can't complain. Season's gone pretty well so far, and we'll see what happens. Small field today, only 27 cars. Lowest we had all season. Unfortunate. A lot of missing Argentinians, so Argentinian crew, if this was like a holiday for you guys or something, please let me know next time because would appreciate it. We're not without them. Andreas is here. Benjamin is here, but I don't think anyone else is. A lot of the faster guys are missing from the field. Let's see here. No, Cortese's here. Okay, so they did start showing up towards the end, but for a while there was none of them. And you can see the top end of the field there. Andrew Warden, of course, leading the way. That Lexus is really suited to this track, and on top of that, he's a really, really good driver. We have seen him dominate the field on tracks where the Lexus is pretty bad, like Kalami. So to see him up front here at Imola is not a surprise at all. Matt Higgs, Dan French. Good qualifying for Dan French. Good to see him up there. Leon Bork, Don Belanger, Cortese, Letelier, Dag, Martin Kogan, your top 10. Nelson's still out there, so maybe he'll have something to say. Looks like this will be Nelson's chance to strike back after a couple of lackluster runs. Oh, it's just my exercise app yelling at me. All right. I'm going to go change the backup recording over to, recording. And I'll see you back here in a couple of seconds. There we go. Recording's still going. Awesome. I'm the backup recording for commentary purposes. All right, so wish me luck. Hopefully we get a nice clean start. Hopefully we work our way through the field a little bit. And hopefully some things fall right for me because kind of need this result. Suzuka, not usually the happiest of hunting ground for me. My
That wasn't as bad
water
as I
spout
thought
there.
it was
I couldn't put together a perfect lap, unfortunately. I had like maybe 3-4 tenths there, but couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, same situation here, really.
Good luck,
I
everybody.
had about 2 tenths in there.
Yeah, but the difference is your 2/10 is like the same position. If I'd gotten the 4/10, I think I would have moved up about 10 spots.
Yeah, it's really tight back here.
It's very tight. It's very tight back here.
Mine was the opposite. If I gained 4/10, I think I was in the same spot right behind you, Mike.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Try and keep it clean and enjoy your race.
Starting from the back.
Huh?
You only gain places then.
Can only go forward from there. Here we go. Double check everything. Make sure we're all good to go. We are. Awesome. Teammate Josh McLaughlin up ahead of me. Give him a little flash. And
All right.
Simeon Naku will start 21st beside me. And Mark Sutherland kind of back here. That's a pro driver.
There's no widget, right? Or there is a widget?
There is widget.
Oh, okay.
The air temp is 20 Celsius.
Too many series,
okay,
but
Michael,
sure.
are you ready? Watch for the lights.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Here we go.
It's a really long start.
Was that in the driver's briefing? I didn't know. I didn't watch the video.
I just remember from practice last week.
Yeah, well, it's because it has to start us before Ravazza, which means it's a pretty long start. Waiting for the speed limit to pop up. There it is.
Green, green, green.
On your left.
Couple of drive-throughs.
Hold your line. Still there.
They're all behind me though.
Hold your line.
Looks like
Still there.
things got
Hold your line.
really tight there.
Oh, no, Warden sideways.
Tamburello.
Hold your line.
Pulls her
Yellow
sideways
flag,
off the
caution.
track.
Still there.
There's a white flag.
Clear left.
So up at least a spot.
Higgs is now in the lead.
Martinez bouncing around there.
Car left.
One of
You're in
the
middle. Clear
Lambros
right.
sideways.
Clear around. On
Simeon
your left.
sideways.
Clear left.
Start's okay.
No, I
We're
didn't
still in
skip
this.
Left side. Clear left.
Baker through, Johnson through, Edgar through. Ended up kind of in about the same spot. Imagine there will be a couple of penalties coming from that. Imagine whoever knocked the Lambro sideways and probably whoever got Warden. Tires are still very cold though because of that trip across the gravel. So we'll have to be careful. Tom was in behind me. See if he wants to make a fight of this. I
On
think
your
he
right.
does.
Clear right.
And he's got a serious advantage when it comes to curbs to me. As per usual, you have you always have the front engine cars who have the advantage of curbs because of their geometry. Maybe, I don't know, the layout of the car and how the weight transfers. I don't know if geometry is the right word for that.
20th place.
33 Edgar with a drive-through. That is for jumping the start or speeding at the start or something. That long hold at Imola can sometimes get a fair bit going. And let's see if
On
we
your
can
right.
make a move here.
Still there.
We can.
Clear right.
And the
Come on, Michael. Nicely done.
tires being up to temp, helping me out a great deal there. Fronts will be cold pretty much the whole race. If I was Edgar, I would have gone in the pits right away to serve that penalty. Puts him out in open space. Car 27 has cleared his penalty. Not sure who that is off the top of my noggin. Josh is fighting up ahead against, that's Brandon Baker, who's a much faster McLaren, and a bronze Mercedes.
Oh, come on, Edgar.
That'd be Robert Arzumanian. Simeon angry about something. Didn't quite catch what. Didn't even really catch if he's angry, it just kind of sounded angry. Somebody off. That's Baker. Looks like maybe he tried to go too wide through Ravassa with Arzumanian.
Right, the guy ahead of us is
And it
Johnston.
didn't work. He's going to do his pit stop, it looks like. Not a bad idea, actually, for the car that starts last because they didn't qualify.
P18.
Get in the pits early. We don't have a window. So get in the pits
White
early.
flag.
Run in open space as much as you can. This is a hard track to overtake. So that's actually a really, really good idea, I think, on Baker's behalf. It's a 40-minute race, so it's not like tire life is really a concern at all. So it's a good idea, I think. We'll see where he comes out later. It'll be ahead of me for sure, I think. Or not where he comes out, but where I come out in relation to him, I should say. So I got Johnston and McLaughlin ahead of me. So I have moved
All right, Michael,
forward a
you're
bit.
in. Johnston in. The gap is now 0.9.
From I think 22nd place on the grid. Got a little bit of damage. I should check on that.
Your front
What's
brakes
the
are getting
damage
pretty
like?
hot.
3 seconds of damage? Okay, that's like nothing. Probably won't fix it. Andreas Lasudis going off at Variante Alta. Gets back on without too much of an incident. I'd like to get 43s today. Pretty much all the way through. Be lovely. McLaughlin gets oh no! Josh is off. Contact with Arzumanian. Simeon Naku in the pits.
16th place.
Not sure if that's a tactical move or a damage move, or a little bit of both. He was off on lap 1. He was the car I actually had a little bit of contact with at Villeneuve. And that is Edgar getting DQ'd.
Car left. Clear left.
That's unfortunate. Black flag shown. There's really no excuse for not knowing. I know some of the 3D headset HUDs do not show the warning you have X laps to serve it, but you should know. But you should have your, at the very least, your MFD, which is where the positions are, and you'd have that beside you. Zoom in, coming back at me. He might have a run into Alta. Side by side, Max Simmons battling with Andreas Lusudis. Simmons having, I was going to say a bad day, but I don't know about that now that I look and see he's
Okay,
in like
Michael,
13th
don't let
place.
this guy distract you.
Just a bit weird to see him fighting with, with Johnston and me and Andreas. Not so much me. We've had a
The
couple
guy in front
battles
is Johnston.
between me and Max. I think most notably, we
P15.
had the battle at Silverstone last season.
There's a white flag.
Flank. Keep an eye out for a car off track. Did not see the cause of it. And our Zoomanian.
We We think our refueling window will open after
All over
60
my back end. I'm
minutes
thinking about
and
pitting about
closes at
halfway
about
through, kind of my
28
usual
minutes.
ballpark strategy. And behind us, that is Mark Sutherland coming to play, as well as teammate Josh. So despite his off, Josh still very much with me. Bad lap going here right now. Fastest is still only in the 44s, so definitely need more pace. Definitely need 43s around here. If I'm going to achieve anything resembling
Car on the left.
that.
Car left.
Got our zoom in
Hold your line.
beside me again.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Say he's going to overshoot that.
Car on the right.
We'll take the cut back.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah! That might be worth a penalty. Yeah.
Left side.
I don't really know if the
Clear
inside
left.
move can really
15th
work at
place.
Ravazza, to be honest, though. Because every time I've seen it largely attempted, it tends to be an overheating of the brakes. Yellow flag. That is Simmons. Straight lining Tamburello. See if Robert wants to take me to the stewards for that. I didn't leave him enough room on the outside. Probably a penalty. And we'll see if it's caught on the commentary we do tomorrow, because if it's caught there, then it will go to the stewards automatically. And I might be facing my second penalty of the season.
Use all the track. Force them to find the gap.
I'm trying to remember the other one now. I do think it was a bit of a over-ambitious move by Robert. I will say that in my defense, but at the same time, I should have left him room. Not that you can't overtake at Ravazza. In fact, it's the side of one of my better overtakes, but it's not one that I think you can just torpedo down the inside, lose the inside line for the second part of the turn, and still make it work. You know what I'm saying? Let's put 44.
15th place.
It's getting better. Still not there, though. Speed's definitely there, because it's more just I haven't had a lap that's 100% clean in terms of like line and stuff. Because like, I mean, you can see that fastest lap like a 4/10 down in the first sector, basically. From having to battle with our Zoomanian. Scott Johnston having a very good day. Up there in the Lambo. Cheerio to him. Mistake at Piratella. He makes a mistake at Minerali. Simmons will try and pounce on that for sure.
Sutherland is getting closer.
Tires
The gap's
is a
now
problem.
0.7.
Actually, which Sutherland is that? Mark? That's Mark. So Mark's been having a rough time around here, so we might be able to fight him. If it was Neil, I don't think we could.
Car on the right.
Kind of a replay of me and our Zoomanian.
Right side. Clear right.
This is a reasonably strong part for the... I don't really want to I don't really want to put that in there. Car 24, stop, go, penalty out of the pits. That's Robert. Or Zoomanian. And our slow up actually has helped out Josh get a run on Mark Sutherland. I swear that was entirely unintentional. But we'll take it. We Hondas need everything we can get. Frankly. This car is not good around here. It's reasonably good in a straight line because it can run low downforce where other people maybe can't. We're running virtually none on the car here. And not necessarily slide around. So it's not per se great at
Okay, Michael, hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Heads up, somebody knocked the pit entry board into the middle of the track somehow.
Higgs is now leading.
So we know Simmons will stay out for a long time because he always does.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, that was very close. Simmons brakes quite early for that. Really wasn't even an attempt to overtake there. That was more of a please don't hit moment. I wonder if that's a McLaren thing.
The gap in front is now 0.7.
I mean, we know the Mercedes can later brake than I can into Ravazza. Maybe I can just naturally kind of do it to the
That's half
McLarens.
fuel.
I know the
You've used
McLarens
half your fuel.
aren't necessarily great at late braking, so that could be it. So it could be an area of attack against Simmons, although not really what I'm considering right now. Actually, kind of more interested in getting past Johnston because that's a silver car.
The gap to
And
McLaughlin
Simmons
behind
would
is
just be
increasing.
kind
It's
of
now
a
1.2 seconds.
Brucey bonus. Or obstacle to get to there. There we are. Fights his way through it. Variante Alta. Very nicely done. Let's see. We'll glide down the inside. Just give him something to think about. No real intention though. Got a little bit wide there. That will slow me down. It's bringing Josh into the fight. 44.7.
left.
Still have not gotten a decent lap in.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Leave my teammate room. Oh, Scott.
Right side. Clear right.
Scott loses it through Tamburello. Josh, probably the faster of the two of us, but at the same time, is he like faster enough to go forward against like Andreas and Simmons, who outqualified us by a lot? It's kind of a weird spot to be in right now.
The gap in
That
front is
was
increasing. It's
weird.
now
It's like I
3.4
forgot that was
seconds.
Piratella. Do I maybe pit early? I think the undercut is very powerful here. But I don't want to pit with 22 left in the race. I like having that halfway point to at least do a quick double check of the fuel numbers. Used up 30 so far.
Sutherland is pitting from position 8. He should come out just in front of you.
Really? We're a pit stop behind? I know this is a short pit lane, but that is surprising. top half, but some of that is pit
P13.
assisted and so on. I think we came out well ahead of Neil Sutherland. Tom was having a good run, 16th place, good for him. It's just his second round, and his first one at Monza kind of was ruined on lap 1. I would really like to get a proper reference lap up here.
Stick to the plan. Don't be intimidated here.
Yeah, I'm not. He is my teammate and all.
The leader, Higgs, is pitting.
It's a bit earlier than I thought for Higgs. But if he was coming up on traffic, not a bad idea. I think we're kind of spread out right now. I mean, you can see it. We kind of got cars everywhere. Go. Simmons, I think, is doing like 42s, which I don't think I can match. That was like qualifying pace for me. We are 43.6,
Okay, Michael, 10 minutes of fuel
43.7 for
remaining.
Josh.
P8.
Alt up in the pits this time. What are we at? 16 liters of fuel, so that's 34. Probably going to over fuel at 75 liters, but
We're looking all right here. Keep your concentration nice and
as the
smooth.
temperature
20 minutes
drops, as it
remaining. You've got
usually
20 minutes
does.
left. We're halfway home. Should be about 9 minutes of fuel left.
We're in a weird spot. I really want to stay out in case the temperature drops to factor that into my tire
Gap to
calculations.
McLaughlin. Behind is now 0.7.
But I do also kind of want to release Josh without losing a ton of time. So that's a bit of a weird... It's a bit of a weird problem. Because, I mean, as much as I am, at least this season, the lead driver, I want Josh to do as well as he possibly can, too. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get in there.
Watch your speed. We expect to exit the pits in position 22.
I think I sped the
immediately
pits.
behind P1.
I think I fucked that up. I do want a little bit of extra pressure kind of all around.
Johnston behind is pitting.
Body work off. Just leave it at 25. I think that's going to be too much. I think I'm getting a stop go. I think I'm getting a stop go penalty though for speeding in the pit lane. I think I was thinking the pit lane was entrance was slightly higher ahead. Serves me right for not doing a quick refresher. Didn't do what I have often told people to do. So that's my bad. That's going to put me quite a ways back. It's not the worst place to take it because it is a relatively short pit lane. But we're about to find out. Did I get lucky? Coming up close to Andreas.
The leader's pitting now.
Yeah, there. Oh,
There's a car approaching.
Andreas
Don't cross
got
the
one
white
too.
line. Watch your mirrors. Blue flag.
Clear left.
and clear behind. Okay. We'll get that dealt with as soon as possible.
All right, Michael. The next car is Martinez.
There's no sense going through the warm-up period twice, basically. Next car is not Martinez. I gotta serve a stop go. Gonna be an ugly one, I think. That's gonna put me probably near the back. I mean, as it is, I'm in 21st place out of 26. Who's behind me? Interesting, Mark Sutherland, Don Belanger in behind me. So there are worse days going on. Hernandez up ahead has not pitted yet. But that does not matter because I also have to basically do a second pit stop. We'll be much more careful this time. I mean, the pit exit or the pit entry sign was gone, but that doesn't matter. I completely spaced on where the line was, and them is the brakes. Andreas coming in to serve his as well.
The car in front is pitting.
That's
Just
it
been
right
let in
there.
pits.
That is
Expect
very
traffic
early.
On exit. On
This is
exit,
very early.
should be in
Normally it's somewhere
position
around like here.
25, just ahead of Sutherland.
But it is what it is. You can't complain about the penalties. It's everyone's subject to the same rules. Somebody else exiting the pits there. Looks like not sure what that is. More practice. It's gonna put me way behind. Yeah, it's gonna put me dead last. It basically means I'm battling for last with Andreas unless somebody comes to join us. Also kind of
15 minutes left. That's 15
made my
minutes.
stop a little longer than it had to be. There's McLaughlin in. Alright, well, on the bright side, it's always fun doing
There's
battle
traffic behind. Take care. Blue flag.
with Andreas. And it's something I haven't gotten to do in a while. And we get to see Warden, at least for a bit, do some battle. So, hey. There is some good to this. Imagine Andreas might lose a bit of time when Warden comes up to him
Your front
because
brakes are getting pretty hot.
that is teammate scenario. Silk Sheet Racing, Lexus team. Andreas has had a bit of a rough season, and that's why we haven't seen him as much as that's why I haven't seen him as much as I normally do in my races. It's not he's not struggles with the car or anything. It's just he's kind of had all the bad luck for that Silk Sheets team poured out all over him. Ah, that's not even that fair. Thomas Daggs had some bad luck too. But let's get back on the hunt here. And see what I can salvage. And who knows? Maybe someone else will get a speeding in the pit lane penalty. Hey look, it's Max Simmons. Pretty much the last one in. Oh, that is a stupid move by me. That is damage I did not need.
Okay, Michael, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. V26, tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it.
Eleven laps. The fuel, 12.5 minutes to go. Yeah. Gonna have a bunch left over at the end, but I don't think that won't be the difference maker. Thomas Dagg coming up behind.
The leader is pitting
Will
now.
be looking to lap me. So I got all the Silk Sheet Lexuses around me now. Warden, Dag, and Andreas. Well, there's a fourth one technically, but he's not here today. It's Antonio Santos. Team is dominating the team standings. Looking to become the second Lexus team to manage the title-winning feat after me, Paul, and Javier Perez Torres did it some time ago. A couple seasons ago. As Project Velocity. Be 3 seasons ago. Last season we did Lexus as well. Did well, but not champion well with who else even was in our group? It was me and Paul Riccobeni, and now I honestly can't remember. Rick Bartel. What am I crazy? Rick's
You've
been
just
out for a
done
while.
a 144.15.
Unfortunately, stop go for John Picha. So
White flag, mate.
won't have to won't be last. The Peach will be behind. Did have a huge tank slapper through Tamburello there, though. Holy shit. Marcelo Letelier, Thomas Dag fighting behind me. They'll be up on me. Be interesting to see if Andreas tries to play a role in that. I mean, there's always a little bit you can do in terms of teams, even under the blue flags, to, like, you know, help out a bit without getting a penalty. A little gamesmanship, dare I say. But I don't know if the Silk Sheet team will employ that at all. So Neil Sutherland in behind them.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Stay focused. We're still in this.
So after the double top 10 Honda had at Monza, Imola, not quite the same happy hunting ground. Not for me.
Blue flag.
There's the blue. Coming up at a pretty good spot actually for me. Not quite close enough.
Okay, Michael. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads
Probably after Tamburello,
up. P24.
I think. It's Daniel Hernandez rejoining. Interesting. I think I'd.
The car ahead is Hernandez.
I kind of want to put pressure on him, but at the same time, I'll brake early for Villeneuve.
Car right. Clear right.
Go. One through.
The car behind's pitting.
Faster car coming up behind.
And Dag goes off at Villeneuve. I was going to let him through.
White flag.
Neil Sutherland taking advantage of that. It's good to be a little generous around this track when it comes to the blue flags, because it's a bit hard to
Blue flag.
overtake.
Behind. Watch out.
Where's Sutherland? Oh. Gave Daniel a tap. Go, Neil, go.
Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Car 75 drive through. It's a pro entry, whoever it is. It's whoever's running in 11th place. I can just see them. Oh, we got a little bit of damage to the headlights. I didn't notice that before. Must have gotten that off of the trip over the rumble strip there. 7 minutes to go. 66 clears stop go penalty.
P25.
Not sure who that is. Oh, that's John Picha.
Watch out, there's a guy parked in the racing line in turn 1.
Wonder if that's just John Peach letting everyone through. Could be. Alright, Hernandez is getting shuffled. Back into my claws. Hello, Mr.
Thanks, Simeon.
Hernandez.
Yeah, I tried. I failed, I guess.
It's alright.
Oh. Wonder how banged up this car is now. A couple of trips over the rumbles have definitely taken a toll on the handling. Apparently about 12
The gap to
seconds.
Hernandez ahead is now 0.5.
It's not actually that bad, but let's see, can we get Daniel Hernandez? Useless from silver point of view, but it would be useful from a championship point of view. I was in the top 10 coming today. I think I can safely
Okay, Michael, the
kiss
next
that
car is
goodbye.
Hernandez.
Not actually looking to make an overtake here, just kind of staying out of his braking wash, because we did have that bump at Minerali, and we've seen a couple of times when behind Simmons and also Baker. I'm not sure that these 720s are super comfortable under braking here. I'm surprised Andreas has not gotten out of the way of his teammate, Thomas Dag.
Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Martin in behind me. Car 75 has served their drive-through penalty. Still not sure. Still not actually sure who that was. Couldn't see, just saw the white
Yellow flag, watch out.
back
Blue flag, Higgs is leading the race.
Yellow flag, now blue. Martin probably won't catch me to the start-finish straight. Really. There's Sudis going wide at Ravazza, letting the blues through. I'm probably gonna brake early for Tamburello. Maybe? How close is he? He's not that close. Not that close. Probably the entry to Villeneuve again. Get through here.
Right side. Clear right.
Didn't lose too much, actually. Brandon Baker has made his way up to 9th, so the early pit strategy working for him. Ugh. This car is handling more
Blue
closely related to a sled at this point.
You've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Than it is to a car. 0.7 seconds? You're not close enough yet. Martin getting held up pretty badly. One of the Porsches, Tommy Kogan, going out wide.
Car right. Clear right.
Not sure what happened there?
Faster car coming up.
Blue flag.
I don't want to overtake Zach.
On your left.
Use this opportunity to let Baker
Hold your
and
line.
Kogan through.
Hold your line.
Give a
Clear
soft lift there. Whoa, Kogan is going very slowly.
Blue flag.
I know the Porsches do not have good straight line speed, but that was slower than I expected. And that's Dave Nelson, my silver rival, in behind me.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
On your right, clear right.
Let him in. French through. French has not had a great day. Is he car 75? No, he's not. He's 44. 75. Very wondering now. Got a bit of a blue flag train going on here as Hernandez and Lasudas
Car
are
ahead is
fighting,
Hernandez.
not wanting to give way. But there's a lot of blue flag traffic behind them. Of course, it's working out for them because I'm losing ground to them. I mean, I think I'd be losing ground to them anyways. This car is
B25.
getting to the point of undrivability, frankly. Somebody off up ahead. Looks like that might have been... Was it Kogan again? I think it was. So Tommy Kogan's got
Sorry, Zach.
problems. Okay, Scott Johnson talks. So is he in this mess now too? Is Lambo? Kogan and French going side by side. Getting a hell of a front row seat to some good action here, but myself, this has been a pretty disastrous run. It's been pretty terrible.
Last lap.
Kind of expected this race to be a rough one. Don't think I expected it to be this rough. Stop go penalty. Get kind of a little fucked over by blue flags. It's because no one's really making a move to get past Hernandez and Lasudas. As Hernandez does go off, and I do pick up 24th place at least. There's no real track cuts here. This track is very much set up to punish you for going off of the intended racing surface. If we're being completely honest. The car still has speed in it. I should make that quite clear. It's just it's hard to not make mistakes. Also, I think while these guys are all fighting for top 10 positions, they're also, you know, costing each other time. That is going to be one to absolutely forget. That was the worst race of the season.
B25. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, that is the worst race of the season.
Dude, that was bumper cars the last lap.
Dave, you're really quiet. Are you sure you're using the microphone on your headset?
Yeah, I move the mic out of the way when I'm racing. So you don't hear me going.
Well,
I don't know. The car in front of me was just staying in front of me the whole time, and he was braking so hard for everything. So
yeah, dude.
24th place. Arzumian and Edgar out.
So much. That was ridiculous.
Bad
run.
And you know, I eventually didn't mean to hit him, but you know, I actually did hit him. And to be honest, I mean, when you're 3 laps blue flag, it's kind of not my problem.
Oh, lap
kind of fucking annoying. Yeah.
Who was it?
I don't know. It's fine though. It was a good race. Good race.
Good race, guys.
Overall, good race compared to the ones I've had. So hopefully a nice
alright race.
It was.
I think
it was Hernandez.
I think the pit pit sign
at this point
threw a lot of guys off when it wasn't there.
Oh yeah, lots of stop and goes.
Yeah, because you could not see. You're coming in and you have no idea where the line is.
Luckily, I had on my last lap in qualifying, I messed it up, so I decided to bail into the pits. Like, okay, thing there. Well, that's where the line is.
Where it is.
Really? So
Yeah,
you figured it out, huh?
Had I refreshed my memory about where the line was, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was just way further inside than it was.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
I was thinking that the pit lane was where the straight line, pardon me, the line was where the straight part of the pit lane started. It's in the corner. I fucked that up. Got myself a stop go. Was not great. Bad race for Mike.
That was alright race.
I was due for one at some point this season in the Honda.
I'm pretty happy with my race.
So I think we'll call it there, and hope you enjoyed, even if it wasn't a
My
particularly
fastest
amazing
lap
race.
is only